Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Legal Awareness with Lady J. So today we are going to look at checklists before renting a house in Nigeria. Before renting a house in Nigeria, there are certain things to look out for to prevent scam. And what are these things? We know that a successful rent relies on a various checklists. The number one is property ownership and authority. So how do we go about this particular one, property ownership and authority? The first one is to conduct a search. Yes, you heard me right. Ensure that the person you're dealing with is the owner of the property. Ensure that the person is the landlord. In the case of houses in Lagos, you can visit the land registry to confirm, or in other states as well. Every state has their land registry. You can go there to confirm that the person you're dealing with is the owner of the property. In the case of land, if you're buying land, in the case of house, so you can also verify the power of attorney. If the person you're dealing with is the caretaker, if the person claims to be the caretaker of the land or the house, or claims to be a family member, you have to request for a duly signed power of attorney given by the owner of the house for the person to manage the property. While the fourth one is confirm absence of litigation. You can go to the court registry to confirm that this property you want to rent, the land is not a subject of litigation, is not subject to any court matter. That's for ownership and authorization. So the second one on the checklist is the tenancy agreement. Before you sign that tenancy agreement or before you pay for that house, look at the clauses in the tenancy agreement. For example, rent increment. Look at what the agreement provides as to how, when, and the manner in which the rent will be increased after the initial rent payment. The second one is the notice period. What is the notice period of the house if you are unable to continue with the rent? What is the notice period? Some houses 6 months, 2 weeks, depending. You have to look at the notice period. You have to clarify the notice period. Another one is maintenance and repair. You have to look at the clauses. Who is going to be responsible for the structural damages? Who is going to be responsible for plumbing, electrical works? You know that some houses, before you move in, they will ask you, oh, drop money. When you drop the money, we are going to do the electrical wiring for you and other. That is a red flag. It's a red flag. It's not advisable. Typically, the landlord handles structural repairs, while the tenant handles minor wear and tear. So the third one on the checklist is financial and hidden charges. This one, so many people fall victims to this one. The first one under this financial and hidden charges is to avoid cash payments. When renting a house, avoid cash payments. Pay all funds, including the rent, the agency fee, the caution, whatever fee attached to that property. Pay them by direct deposit into the account by going to the bank to fill a teller to pay, or you do a transfer to an official bank account to avoid hadaino. The second one is demand for receipts. Under these financial and hidden charges, after making the payments, any payment that accrues to the property, try and demand, don't be in a hurry to sign the agreement, demand for payment receipt. So while demanding for the receipt must carry the purpose for which the money is paid for, the exact amount, the period for which the money is being paid for, and the legal names of the party. The next one is caution fee terms. Ensure your agreement specify how much you're to pay for caution fee, how much you're to deposit for caution fee. Ensure it is specified in the agreement. Some people will not specify it. In some agreements, you won't see caution fee there, but they will demand for it. And if you don't ask them to include it in the contract, how will you prove that you have paid for it? If you don't collect receipts, if you don't demand for receipts, how do you prove it? It's going to be his word against your word. Fourth one is state-specific tenancy laws. Let's be aware and let's be guided that tenancy rights, tenancy dispute resolution, is governed at the state level. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say that every state have their tenancy law. For example, in Lagos State has the tenancy law of Lagos State 2011. So before you rent that house, get yourself acquainted with the tenancy law to know what the law provides in the case of rent increment, notice period, eviction, and so on and so forth. To also know your basic rights, you have to be acquainted with these laws. So don't be in a haste to sign that tenancy agreement, don't be in a haste to move into that house. I know that looking for a house in Nigeria is a helpful task, but please familiarize yourself with the specific law applicable in your state to fully understand your rights. I hope this helps you in that house you're looking for. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.